So recently we made a video testing this Permatex rust dissolving gel, and we were pretty pleased with the results. So in this video, we're gonna do a direct comparison between the Permatex and the Rust Mort. We have another video on our channel where we tested the Rust Mort and showed you how to use it. Both of those videos will be linked up in the top right corner. But like I said, for this video, we're gonna do a direct comparison because we at the Burnout Show have been using Rust Mort for a while now for our primary rust conversion chemical, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the Permatex is gonna become our favorite to use. I'm not gonna dive too deep into the specifics of how to use each of these products properly because like I said, we have both of those videos linked up in the top right corner where you can check that out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping this rusty piece of metal that we've got. I'm gonna do one side with the Rust Mort, and I'm gonna do the other side with the Permatex. And then we're just gonna compare the two products and see which one actually works better. All right, so first I'm gonna prep the surfaces with the two different products. There are actually two different methods that I'm gonna use, which like I said, we break down in those videos. But I'm gonna prep the surfaces so that the chemical reactions can actually be more effective. So this is the piece of metal after I've done the prepping before I'm actually going to put the liquids on. On one side, I've used sandpaper to knock off more loose rust, and on the other side, I've just used a wire brush. For the Permatex, it does instruct you to just use a wire brush to knock off the loose rust, whereas for the Rust Mort, you actually are supposed to sand it down a little bit more. So right away, you might be able to see that there's initially less rust on the Rust Mort side than the Permatex side because of the sandpaper versus the wire brush. So this is how it looks right now, and I'm about to start putting on the actual products. Now we just gotta wait. And while we're waiting, make sure you go check out our merch store at www.burnoutshow.com. You can get some sick t-shirts like the Burnout Show logo and many others that I am not wearing, so I can't show you. Trust me, they're cool. So now I'm gonna finish the process and do the last steps of cleanup for the two products, and then we'll actually get a direct comparison. So to be honest, both of these products work very well. Both the Rust Mort and the Permatex have done a very good job converting the rust back into clean, solid metal. A couple things to note. I do like how the Permatex applies onto the surface since it is a bit of a thicker liquid, so you kind of brush it on, whereas the Rust Mort is just a very thin liquid, so you have to like kind of use a rag to wipe it on. So I do prefer how the Permatex applies. The Rust Mort seems to work a little bit quicker compared to the Permatex, but overall, both products are very solid. It does seem like the Rust Mort is a little bit better, but I think that's mostly because of what we did to prep the surfaces. Reminder that with the Permatex, I did only use the wire brush, and with the Rust Mort, I did properly sand down the surface with sandpaper. So I think if I was to also use the sandpaper on the Permatex side, then it would be much smoother. Because in terms of the actual conversion from rust to metal, they both have done a really good job. But on the Permatex side, there is still a little bit of bump, a little bit of pit on that side, because like I said, I didn't sand it down, I just lightly wire brushed it. So in the future, I probably will sand it down when I'm using the Permatex. Honestly, both products are really solid. Right now, we'll throw up on the screen what both of these bottles cost and break down the cost per ounce of product. So my final thoughts are that both of these products are actually very good. I wouldn't necessarily say that one is better than the other. They're just different. They both have their ups and downs. I think I personally do prefer the Permatex because of the consistency of the product, but the Rust Mort also works really well and works really fast. Either way, there's gonna be a link to both of these products down in the description below so you can grab them for yourselves and test them out on your own projects. That's gonna do it for this video. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you guys hit the like button and definitely subscribe because we will have more videos coming out about rust repairing solutions in the near future. And let me know down in the comments if there's any other products or any other techniques that you want us to try and make a video about. But that's gonna do it for this video. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.